The best metaphor that we can think of to describe the journey that we've been on, renovating this farm in northern Portugal for the last 3 years, is to liken it to a giant jigsaw. We bought a huge puzzle with loads of different pieces of all shapes and sizes, some really obvious how they fit together, and others, well, needing a little more figuring out.
Oh, that's going to be heavy.
Now we're starting to really sense that things are falling into place. Everything feels connected, the little round corners slotting perfectly into the next curve in the road. And today's project brings that right back down to the very stones that have been walked on for generations, and lays a puzzle piece foundation for a family future of making memories here in our little patch of Portuguese paradise.
I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, the place I call my home.
But the job is not quite done yet.
I was looking to belong when I already found my home.
Today we are putting back together something of a puzzle. Let me show you. Yesterday, João had a pretty epic afternoon doing something for us, which was pretty doing something for us that must have been pretty back-breaking. Right, so plan for the day. Yesterday, we asked João to start lifting the stones from beneath the place where the stone table used to sit. And he did that quite exceptionally, didn't he, love?
Yeah, he basically, I was surprised actually, because I said to, my instructions, if you like, they're not really instructions, it's just...
You don't like using the word instructions.
I say, hey João, can you help me out? This is what I've got in my mind. So I said to him, the old stone table, this is the stone table, we've moved it. Back in the olden days, in its old location, it had a whole bunch of stones, really old stones, sat around the base of it and around the floor, so that when people sat down, they weren't on grass or on mud. So I said to João yesterday, dude, if you could lift up those stones and move them out in exactly the same place as they've come from, so that we can put them back in exactly the same place, right here, that would be really great. And guess what he did?
Literally moved them all like a jigsaw out of the same place. Looks like they've been airlifted out and down.
Yeah.
So the job today is for all of us to move them down here to the stone table and put them back in place in the same place that they were before. You're making a face like you're not helping.
Yeah, you say all of it. Carlos is up there at the moment, and I kind of need to be up there.
Okay, so me, João and Crusoe are going to move all the rocks down here.
Wait.
And get them back into place.
João, Crusoe and I
are going to move all the rocks from up the top there and get them back into place down here. But before you go away, you do need to help us with one thing.
Yeah.
When Mario and the stonemason came to put this table back in place, we weren't here, we were in Iceland.
Yeah.
And the only thing that they didn't do quite the same as it was before is put the little bench seats side on to the table. They used to be side on like this, so they were slightly wider rather than front on. So we're just going to spin them. Hopefully it's fairly straightforward. Spin them round so that they're back in the right place, and then the rocks that we've moved from the top will fit back perfectly into the right place. So that's the first job. This is very naughty, but it's a chilly day and I've snuck away just for 5 minutes to have a bit of a break to play my favourite game, June's Journey, and I know loads of you guys love it too. June's Journey is a hidden object murder mystery game set in the glamour of the 1920s, and it follows the main character June as she tries to solve the mystery of her sister and her husband's murder. There's loads of clues to uncover along the way as you go through the game, and you can even design your own estate with things that you win during the game and kind of rearrange it however you would like it to look. I love it as a bit of a break from whatever's going on and as just something fun to take my mind off the kind of pressure of the projects that we have going on the farm at the moment. It's completely free to download. The link is in our description. You can download it to Android or to iPhone and also to Facebook Games. So check it out. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. Right, I really better get back to work. But a huge thanks to June's Journey for sponsoring this episode.
around. But I think it's going to be a pretty tricky old job. So, if we dig down a little bit, like this. Okay.
Do we need to dig out the whole area around the table, or are we just putting the stones on top of the surface as it is now?
Dig it all out, yeah.
Oh wow, okay. I'm going to go and get the other sashola.
Yeah. It's going to be a
Alright?
big job.
This is a big job. It's my workout for the day. Wow, those go super deep, eh? Oh, be careful. Hello. Obi's helping. That's it, Obi. Dig, dig, dig.
That soil is already really sticky.
Hey, Daddy, I was helping you.
That's great, isn't it? That's going to be heavy.
Oh, yikes. Are we going to be able to do it? Is it really necessary, love?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Why?
Because it just looks daft like that.
Well, does it? Or can I argue?
Oh, there's something else.
I need some leverage. Okay, that's going to break it.
Can I make an argument for it staying the way it is?
Yeah, go for it.
That lip that you're holding onto right now, you can tuck your feet under.
Yeah, and the other side is better.
So what's the plan? You'll fix this.
It's the same width here as it is here.
Just like this.
Yeah, like that.
This part safe.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And look, the other side is the same.
This one's got two sides, hey? Yeah. This one.
Yeah, before
see,
it was the other way.
My thinking is, if you sit like this,
Yeah,
you can tuck your feet.
yeah.
I'm just trying to make a reason not to have to do it, because I
Yeah.
feel like that's a really big ask.
It is a big thing, but we got to turn them because they're the right. It's wrong.
Okay.
Look at the width of that. It's exactly the same width as the table, long ways.
Yeah, okay.
So we got to turn it.
Okay,
Let's try.
let's try. Oh, that's it, Crusoe. Mind your toes, buddy. Obi, Obi,
get out of the way.
Obi, Obi, come. Come. Crusoe, your job is to look after Obi, buddy, so he doesn't get squashed. Okay, good boy. Oh, Daddy and Joel's super strong, eh?
Maybe not as forward.
Oh, you're so strong, darling. Obi,
That's it.
well done, guys. Crusoe, well done, buddy. Are you okay?
Okay.
Oh, you did it.
Let's just straighten that. Let's level.
Line it up.
So, did you get it? That's a really heavy rock. Are you okay with it? Okay. You just pop it over
good
there
work.
somewhere.
Well
Heavy
done,
work,
bud.
Crusoe.
Good job, buddy.
So strong, Mama.
You're so strong. Good work.
Big rock, Harvey.
Obi, Obi. Come. Obi, come. Come here.
Done, Daddy.
That's better, isn't it?
It doesn't look straight from here.
Okay.
Obi.
You know one rock, and with a big hammer.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Obi.
Joel, why don't you, Obi, get out of the way.
Obi, come. Come. Obi, come here.
Why
Obi.
don't you just,
Obi.
if I lift it.
Obi. Obi, come. Obi, come. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Obi. Obi. What's this? Sit.
Let me look at it.
Stay.
Yeah, boys.
Stay. Good boy.
Okay.
Good boy.
Just like this.
Let me have a look at it, you.
Right. Success. The first one is turned. Now we're going to do the other one. And then we've got to dig out this whole area and move the rocks. Well done, love.
Yeah.
So strong. So this is the first placement.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Dad, watch me. Daddy, watch me. Look at this block. Dad.
Yeah.
Dad, watch me. I'm going to put that up on the block.
Okay. Oh, heavy. That's it. You remember to bend your knees when you lift heavy things up. Otherwise you end up with a back like your dad's. Yeah, so we're just going to fill in the gaps with...
Watch me.
Great work, buddy. That's a high five right there, isn't it? High five, my man. Love you. Yeah, so we're going to fill in the gaps with mud. That should make it work nicely. Joao, what I would say is get the vatopassi, get the level. And like you've rightly done here, I would start off with this corner here, get the level out and move it along that way. Great.
And you're lucky as well because you've got me helping you today.
Yeah, Joao's like, yeah, exactly. It'll go way quicker, Joao, I promise it always does. Okay, as it happened, I got carried away here. I haven't gone yet to see how Carlos is getting on.
This is your project, love. You love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do, yeah. So we've put down a little bit of extra permeable path there from the granite that we've used often on paths around the farm, linking different locations with different locations. I love those paths, especially when it's a bit rainy and a bit damp like it is today. You get to walk around the farm, see everything stay perfectly dry and clean, rather than wading through big loads of mud. But this is a really good example of the jigsaw that's going into place right now that Joao's got. We've got some really, really intricately cut stones that obviously are meant to be just where they are, which is why we took them up and put them back in exactly the same place. Look, let's have a look, Joao. Yeah, look at that. I mean, there's only one place for all of those stones. That's so great. What we need to do is just dig them down a little bit, put a little bit softer soil underneath them so they sit firmly. Looks great, huh?
Very cool.
Wow, look at that lawn.
Oh gosh. Is the robot coming out today?
No, it's too wet. Got to keep the robot.
Looking a bit long.
Yeah, it is looking a bit long, isn't it? All right, Joao, feel it's going well?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Joao, I really, really do want to go up and see Carlos. So let's move this seat now. Just pause there and move that seat, and then I'm sort of, I don't want to say free from the toil down here, but that's kind of what I am. Moss, that at the back, right?
Yeah, moss at the back.
So
I
we're
think.
twisting this way. Good? Yeah, if I pull, you pull.
I think we need the people.
Do you need me to come with my big muscles? Oh dear. Is that look again? The ladies don't like it, eh?
Yeah, that's true. Let's keep go shopping. Go shopping.
I'm gonna. Hang on. Oh. That's it, boys. Well done. We're on the move. They need your big muscles, Crusoe. More towards you.
It's actually a little bit that way, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind your toes, Crusoe. Yeah, that's good.
Are we
Perfect.
good?
Well done. That's epic.
That's a high five, dude. Love it.
Great work. We released our second episode from our 2-part series from Iceland last Friday. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll link it up here. Please go and give it a watch. We'd be so grateful. It's over on our other channel, TheNewbys Explore, which is where we share our travel adventures. And it was such a fun trip. And the first episode went down really well. So if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out.
We were wild swimming in
a mountain pool.
mountain pools. We
Walking around icebergs on beaches.
Yeah.
Watching seals.
walked behind a waterfall.
Walked behind a waterfall. It was epic. So cool. And we also share our favourite hotel from the stay. So yeah, go and check it out.
Yeah,
Right, I better get on.
I mean, it's got a big run off, hasn't it?
Just one bit.
Huh?
Just one bit.
Yeah,
One bit.
it's quite steep, but it's okay because everything else is quite steep. I don't think we'll notice when we walk on it. Just kidding, everybody. Just kidding.
All right, old man.
Give me my phone. All right. So while we leave Joao and Crusoe and Tara busying away with those rocks over there, I'm just going to wander up and see how Carlos is getting on. I left him with some really tricky jobs to do this morning. I have a high level of confidence. I could probably do it. It would take me longer. It wouldn't be quite as good. And those are two factors that we really are thinking hard about on this project. So number one is I want it to be really great. You know, I'm building a great looking extension up there. I don't want to ruin it with bad tiling, for example. You know, I cut all of those tiles and I came up with the design of it, but putting them into place, that kind of needed to be done by Carlos. So I'm very, very grateful. What we are doing today is rendering and cementing that cistern into place that, if you remember, we've ripped out the bathroom, we've cut some big holes in walls, we've done all sorts of horrible things to that bathroom, smashed it to pieces basically, and now we're putting it back together again. And that's where the time aspect comes into all of this, because we've got 2 weeks to try and get this building with a toilet and a bed in it. Everything else, it doesn't matter. You know, the extension can still be ongoing pretty much. Walls and decorations, bookcases, cupboards, wardrobes, all of that kind of stuff, that can all be ongoing as well. But I just need to get a bed and a toilet in there because my mum, and then after that, shortly after that, Tara's parents are all coming to stay. You'll get to meet them, I'm sure. But we want to get all of that done. Okay, brilliant. All right. So Carlos has started putting a support here. Remember we were talking about that support for the floor. We've put in some cement there. Yesterday I chopped in that, if you remember, and I cemented that in place, so it's kind of ready almost to be rendered. Let's have a look. What have we got going on? Yeah, brilliant. Look, this wall down here has all been cemented very nicely. And Carlos has started to straighten out that wall there. All right, Carlos has just asked for some light so you can see in there. Good question. I'll go and find one. The fellow in there with Carlos, by the way, his name is Ricardo. Okay, good news. So the plan is to tile a good portion of this around the shower area, but also to paint, to soften up and try. For me, sometimes tiles can really make a room look quite small. So the plan here is to try and make it feel bigger. All right, running around. I went to the doctor's this morning, by the way, everybody. Had some blood tests done. Nothing particularly important. You know, just one of those things. You get to a certain age. Everybody, if you haven't had some blood tests done and you've been thinking about it for a little while, should I go to the doctors? I'm not feeling that great. You know, whatever. Go to the doctors. It's a good idea. You never know. All right, so Carlos doesn't need me. Looks like he's just getting on with it. Just fine. So I'll head back down and help out Joao and Tara. All right, team, how's it going?
We're starting on the next corner now. That one's all done.
Okay, great. Looks like mud.
Joao says we leave it now. The rain will wash the mud in.
Yeah.
And like false.
Miles just carried all of these rocks and Crusoe in the wheelbarrow down that hill.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't fall out?
Could you see the skid marks where they had to put the brakes on? Oops, wrong place.
How do you think Mummy's doing, Crusoe?
Pretty.
Is she pretty? Hey? Is Mum gorgeous?
Uh-huh.
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 Looking good, Joelle.
Follow me to my favorite
You got excited with your whole Joelle.
steady hand. I could be your security. There's no guarantee on anything. And I'll take care of you along the way. My love, one day at a time, will leave our troubles behind. And you'll take care of me along the way. My love, one day at a time, will leave our troubles behind. Here with you in our treetop view. Well, it takes me to when I was young. I fell before, but I can't ignore that it's nothing like I'm falling now. No, it's nothing like I'm falling now. And I'll take care of you along the
Right now this soil feels really like soil, you know, like proper mud island soil. But in about
2 days.
2 days, well, in about 2 weeks, it's going to just be dusty.
Yeah.
Very, very stony soil, isn't it? You know, that's how it goes here. It's been a remarkable year from people that we talked to who've been in Portugal a really long time. You know, João included. It's unbelievable, you know. We're towards the end of May and it's still raining and there's been very little sun. This time last year there'd been 8 weeks almost of just no rain and just sunshine.
Yeah. It's also the temperatures are really low this week.
They are, yeah.
We've not been getting much above 15, so a proper cold front coming in.
This one over here, João.
I think it's a story that's happening all over the world.
You got for me.
Anyway, John and I were just saying how nice it is to focus on something else for just a day. We've been so intense with the stone house, just trying desperately to get it ready for John's mum. And, well, it's just nice to be outside doing something else, and kind of being able to do it together is really cool as well. So, yeah. Oh, perfect. Love it.
She says there's a bee. Look at that grass, everybody. Wow. Inside a cosmos?
Yeah.
It's not a bad place to die, is it? Inside a flower.
It just looks really, really beautiful.
Okay. A bumblebee's legacy.
Not a bumblebee, a honeybee.
Honeybee. Well, that could be asleep. Yeah. Okay.
Where's it going?
Not on your fingers.
Did it?
Well done. It's a heavy rock, darling. Well done,
It's a
you.
heavy rock.
All of that rowing at Peterhouse. No.
It's my 30-day challenge, darling. I'm on a 30-day fitness challenge at the
See
minute.
it, yeah,
Yes,
30
doing
days.
well.
So where did you row?
At university
At
and
uni-
at high school.
And at high
A
school.
really long time ago, though.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a rowing boat for like 20 years. I don't think that really counts. I don't know how to do it with twice as many stones and cruise. Right, we're on the final run. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ooh. All right, boys, the rain is coming down.
Yes, it is.
And lunch is calling.
Is it?
Well, I don't know. It is nearly 20 past 12.
Is it?
Yeah.
I see Carlos has just headed out for his
Yeah,
run.
exactly. That was my timekeeping. I'm looking forward to going to see what's going on in the house.
Yeah, well, me too. Again, let's just push it down there. There it goes. Let go. Is that rain stopping play?
It is looking a bit persistent, isn't it? Oh, it's one of those cozy days where you just want to be like on the couch watching movies with a duvet. John doesn't know what that feels like. This is a foreign idea to you, my love, isn't it? A foreign concept. What? Spend a day doing nothing?
Great, well done, Joelle.
Well done, Joel. We did have a romantic notion of getting them back in exactly the same positions they were in when we started and what they were in before. It hasn't quite turned out that way. I can't quite figure out why, but I think it's close enough anyway. But I think John and Joel right now, we're at the point where it's really starting to rain. We're nearly done. It's just a last little patch to do. So just getting them in however which way they fit best is the smartest move. So close. Yeah. Okay, the boys are going to carry on for a second. They're almost there. I'm going to go nip up and see what Carlos managed to do before he went on his lunch break. And also find the broom so we can give everything a bit of a sweep down. Oh, no ways! Look at that! We have plastered walls. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Oh, wow! We're getting there. We are getting there. Slowly but surely. You know, sometimes in projects you just think like, God, the end is not in sight. We're never going to get there. But we are getting there. We really are. And we are going to get there. We are going to have a bathroom and a beautiful little house to live in while all the building goes on. Right, here's the bus.